Haley Center for Media, where we're about to talk to the cast of Tyler Perry's The Oval. The carpet starts now.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the bitch that put you in this damn seat.
I don't have a good feeling about these people.
Give me my freedom. Be very careful. I will send someone to your door.
You are the coldest reptile I've ever seen.
Nice passion.
You're the president. What the hell is this world coming to?
God bless America.
So tell me, first of all, about your character, the First Lady.
Well, Victoria Franklin is the brains behind the operation. She's the person who puts all the work in. She's the person who's the glue for her family and for the White House in general. She's losing control, and she's just trying to hold it all together. Yeah, for appearances and for herself personally.
So I know that a lot of your castmates didn't have a lot of prep time. Did you have a lot of prep time, and what was your preparation like? Did you channel anybody, especially because we had a fantastic First Lady that I would think you would want to bring all the airs and graces to, but that's not necessarily the character. So tell us a little bit about that.
No, I didn't want to touch Michelle Obama. Other than outside of her style, Victoria's style, there's not anything that was pulled from her. But I dug into my inner Mommy Dearest and Diane Carroll and Maleficent. Yeah. So those are the inspirations that I drew from her and for her. And there are a few women in my life that I've met who have been hurt and misunderstood. And I thought it was important for me to add elements of those women into the character as well.
Yes, so I'm Taja V. Simpson. I play Priscilla Owen on The Oval. I am the resident staff supervisor, and I'm also the head chef. So my job and my role is to do everything that I can to serve at the pleasure at the hand of the president. And if you've seen our show, you know the First Family make that very, very difficult. The first daughter and I, obviously, would be at, button heads all the time. But it's a fun show. The next thing that you can, I guess, wait to see for me and my role, I'm married to Sam Owen on the show, who's a Secret Service guy. And so you're going to get a chance to see what happens in our home life, because the show kind of follows us home. You get to see what ensues and what drama happens there.
Well, I play Kareem Richardson. He is the pharmacist, a.k.a. maybe a little bit more than a pharmacist. And he is a wolf in sheep's clothing, just maybe somebody that you trust at first sight, but there's more going on underneath the surface. That's not so positive.
So besides your own character, who would you say is your favorite character on the show?
Yeah, probably this guy. I know you can't pay him, so I'll bring him in. Yeah, probably this guy. This guy's my favorite character. Besides me.
Oh, Kareem, he's always up to something. And that pharmacy of his,
come in the front, I sell out the back door. But
basically, I just don't like how he talks to certain people. And I think he's up to some things himself.
Tisha, who plays the love interest between us both, is also just incredible.
The what?
She's my love interest. I love her to death. She's mine. It's possessive, singularly.
Yeah, because she's my girlfriend. She's your love interest.
Okay.
She's Barry's girlfriend.
She does it.
I'm going to get you later. You can enjoy it.
She does incredible. So just a full cast of just incredible. Daniel, who plays the president's son. The things that he's doing, nuts. Yeah.
So you would say the synergy of the cast themselves, not just the characters, but the actual cast, you guys as individuals, as real people.
Great people, except for him. Except for him.
Barry Halston. I am the son of Richard Hallsen, who was the head butler, and Nancy Halston, his wife. I have a 4-year-old daughter. I have a baby mother who's in a cult, and I have a girlfriend who lives at home with me and my parents. So, crazy. So the first episode, I get accused of rape by the first daughter, of course, nonetheless. And then simultaneously, my daughter is getting kidnapped by my baby mother who's in the cult after I told my mother not to let her see her. So basically the whole season, I'm going on a rampage to get my daughter back.
His name's Donald Winthrop. He's the White House Chief of Staff. He knows where all the bones are buried. He probably buried 75% of them. His job is to make this administration look good, as crazy and wacky as they are. I call him the guy that takes a cinder block and paints it gold and sells it to the public as a valuable block of gold, And it's hard with this administration, with all the craziness. But yeah, and sometimes I add to it. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about production, about just coming into this process and the synergy of the cast. And of course, you know, with this studio that's just been built that is just so fantastic, just kind of being a part of that whole movement.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm blessed. I mean, I get to work with some of the most supportive, talented, hard-working individuals that I have ever worked with in my life, and that's just the cast. Mr. Perry is on a whole nother level. I mean, he's the first one up, the last one to leave, and he's never tired. He's like a machine. He's a beast. Yeah. The Tyler Perry Studios. I mean, he built us a White House. He built the White House for the show. You know, it's a lot to live up to. But at the same time, it builds the characters. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not on a set of, you're in a White House, you're in the Oval Office, you're in your office within the Oval Office. So it gives you an air of a character that you get settled into real quick. Yeah.
Okay, I played Jason Franklin. He is the son of the President and First Lady. And he's the first son in the White House. 17 years old, was thrown into this world. He didn't ask for any of it, and he's very sick in the head and very sick in the heart. Yeah.
Okay, so I was stalking you a little bit, and a couple months ago, it looks like you were in New York, kind of making your way towards the show. What has the journey been like into getting into this production and just filming it, shooting it?
Yeah, so I still live in New York, so shout out to New York. I mean, I graduated from acting school. I went to a very traditional boots on the ground conservatory at SUNY Purchase, and then I graduated, and my first show was Shakespeare in the Park. Much Ado About Nothing, the all-black cast, directed by Kenny Leon, and it sort of just blew my mind because I was around all of these amazing black actors and felt like, you know, this was a kind of world that I always wanted to be in. And then while I was in that production, I auditioned through the ringer for this series, and I got the part. And so right from Much Ado, I was in Atlanta, and I was shooting an entire 25-episode series of television like that. I'd been working on becoming an actor for 10 years before, though, you know. So it's just a really phenomenal moment in my life, and I feel such deep gratitude.
Hello, my name is Walter Fauntroy. I play Sam Owen on the Oval. He's the head of the Secret Service, and you all already know. You see what's going on with the First Family. This is nothing that I'm used to, right? We're used to having the First Family come in after inauguration, get settled, balanced, try to get used to their new environment, keep everything as peaceable as possible. And yet they're spiraling out of control. Then on the flip side, they drag my godson into it, Barry, and he begins to spiral out of control because of the rape allegations. And then Mrs. Halston with the baby being kidnapped. I mean, it's just a lot. I mean, I'm used to going to work, having to do my job, keeping my oath to the First Family, and just having a peaceable life. But it's a lot, but it's great, it's great.
My character, I am Agent Kyle Flint. I am a Secret Service agent. I started out as a Secret Service agent to the Chief of Staff, and I've worked my way up to President, or I'm on my way. And yeah, Kyle is that kind of guy. He'll tell you what you need to hear while he's giving you a snide look that you can't see. So he's putting out fires for the President and causing new ones at the same time. But he's a lot of fun because you never know with Kyle if he's playing a mind game with you or if he's being serious, and sometimes I'm not even sure yet. So.
Oh my gosh, Richard Hallsen, he's the head butler at the White House, and he was not at all prepared for this new administration that has come in and brought a lot of drama. So Richard is a family man, he's an honorable person, he's military, so he's used to being in a role of serving others, and this has become a bit challenging for him, so he's a little thrown off his foundation, but he's trying to hold everything together. So, yeah.
So how would you compare the show and the administration in the show to our current administration and even past ones?
Well, let's see how the impeachment goes. And listen, if this current administration, well, I would say that this current administration in my lifetime has been the most dramatic administration that I've experienced. So the Oval administration definitely compares in that way because it's drama for days.
Tyler Perry's The Oval airs Wednesdays at 9 p.m., so don't miss it. I'm Ray, and you've just been buzzed.
You two are the perfect couple.
Yes, we are. Aren't we, darling?